Patricia Ryan.
As Sinn Féin spokesperson for older people, I have to say that I and Sinn Féin give a cautious support to this bill, reform HICWA's enforcement powers. Yes, Minister, it provides for compliance notices, better data collection on nursing homes, but frankly, it doesn't go anywhere close to addressing the huge concerns around safeguarding and regulations. The issues with HICWA have been ongoing since at least 2013, and you have been in government all of this time and still no real action has been taken. The bill falls short on so many levels. Poorly defined terms, lack of legal clarity, no specific clinical governance. Calls from HICWA to strengthen its governing legislation have fallen on deaf ears. All of these ending ultimately in the tragic consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic. Where was the safeguarding then, Minister? There is not even a hint of any plans for a comprehensive social care policy or regulation. No joined up thinking by this government. Should the likes of supported assisted living, day services or sheltered housing not also come under the umbrella of regulation as in nursing homes? I would view that as yes, Minister, they should. After all, these services also care for our vulnerable and our elderly citizens. These vulnerable persons and all users of these services need to feel safe in the knowledge that their safety and well-being will be absolutely assured. How can this be, Minister, when your government have failed yet again to move forward with the Adult Safeguarding Act, despite many opportunities to do so? Even the HSE safeguarding teams have no legal right to enter private facilities, and my colleague has mentioned that. They must be invited in, meaning that private nursing homes are effectively self-regulating. I find that very concerning, Minister, where 80% of our nursing homes are now private and almost half of these operated by private equity firms. We can't have a fox mind in the henhouse situation. With little or no regulation here, Minister, we all know what happened when that happened with the banks. And you can't continue. That has to be sorted. This government's abject failure to progress vital safeguarding legislation is yet another thing you have missed. You have missed targets in housing, missed targets in health. The list goes on. This government has failed these vulnerable people again and again, and they need and deserve a comprehensive legal framework in place that they can rely on for their protection. We don't have to go far back, Minister, to find proof of these failures. Remember the COVID-19 pandemic, and you have mentioned it and given us an opportunity to discuss it, where nursing home residents died alone without loved ones, where frontline care workers struggled to cope, burnt out physically and mentally, often with defective or worse, no PPE. Where was the safeguarding then, Minister? Where was the care partner scheme like in the north? Why do we not have the same system here, Minister? It's badly needed. It should be applied. And more importantly, where is the data for our COVID-19 inquiry? Still no date, despite multiple requests. I asked you last week. I've asked 4 times this year already about the COVID inquiry. No answers are forthcoming. What we need, Minister, is we need clearer legislation, statutory right of entry for safeguarding and social care teams, comprehensive social care policy as set out by Sinn Féin in our priorities for change in the health document, safeguarding teams to be fully resources and operating from the same page across all CHOs, tackle the clinical governance issues to end the practice of private nursing homes effectively self-regulating. What we need, Minister, now at this point is a change of government, and a Sinn Féin government will do all that.